The day SWAT raided my home was probably the day I saw my life fall apart. I'm originally from Tri-Cities. Addiction started for me when I was 14. My home life was horrible. I was adopted. I was born in Mexico and I was adopted out when I was 10. And my parents, just my home life wasn't good. So I just started running away from home and started drinking when I was 14, got pregnant very, very young, and just fell into the wrong crowd. My mom died when I was young, and nobody really told me where she was or what had happened to her. And so when I got adopted into my new family, I just really wanted to get accepted by my new mom, and that didn't really go well for me. I fell in love with a boy, which was just all bad. He was drinking. I started drinking. I started smoking a lot of pot, and from then on I started doing cocaine and then meth. Drinking was probably my worst. That's probably what I would say. I would black out completely. I would wake up and I would not even know where I was at, to the point where I was sitting naked in bushes in people's houses. I didn't know how many people I had slept with or how many guys had done stuff to me. But no matter what, I would just kind of block it out with another drink. I was a female and I was pretty, and I just started using my looks, and just my addiction was so bad that to get whatever my next fix, I would just kind of do whatever it took to get it. They got in and I could just hear my kids screaming. They were masked and holding their guns at my kids. My kids were just terrified. I wasn't even dressed. He wasn't even dressed. They came in from the back doors. It's like I can replay that day in slow motion, and my kids were just so terrified. I mean, they were little in diapers, and just to see guys in machine guns just pointing at them and just pulling them away, and just to see what my active use had just kind of basically allowed. Addiction is a disease, because I love my kids enough. I know I love my kids to know that I wouldn't just say, hey, I'm gonna go get high and not care about you guys. But that's what I was doing. I kept going back to jail, and I was living with my boyfriend, right? And we were both just, there was no hope for us. I'm sitting in jail one day and I'm like, this is crazy. Well, I'm just gonna get out and I'm gonna go back to the same crap. And then my CCO basically said, hey, there's treatment. So I went to treatment, got out, heard of the meetings. My boyfriend went to treatment too. And I started taking all these suggestions from people, because I was just so tired of I'm not getting any younger, and I've been through a heck of a lot. My kids are at that age to where they're gonna start going through the same, they're almost teenagers, and I just wanna be strong and ready and show them, hey, mom went through all this stuff, but she turned her life around. I don't want to go out I want to go out with a bang, you know, like I want to make recovery the epidemic, you know. I have a job, which I never thought I would say ever. I actually am going back to school, so I take night classes at Big Bend. Surround myself with people who have the same issues as me and go into a room and be like, hey, so this is what I'm going through today, so I need somebody to like help me out with this before I go and mess up everything that I worked so hard for, because it's not easy. And they're there. They help me figure out what it is, what problems made me use. Like, I may not have all of this clean time, but it's a start, and it's hard work, and I earned all of this, and it's, even though it's not that much, it's a heck of a lot, and I've came so far, and if I can do it, anybody can do it. We're real, you know, they can make it.